There was a time when stepping into a shopping mall felt like entering a small city. The soft hum of escalators, the scent of fresh pretzels, and storefronts glowing with neon signs. Back then, malls weren't just for shopping. They were places to hang out, to dream, to grow up. And some stores felt like old friends. But as time rolled on, many of those once mighty names quietly disappeared, leaving only memories behind. Today, we're looking at 10 forgotten American stores that once ruled them all. Let's flip through the retail time capsule together. Woolworth's, the original 5-and-dime Woolworth was one of the first major chain stores in America. You could buy everything there, from sewing needles to school supplies to ice cream floats at the lunch counter. For generations, it was the heart of Main Street and later, the more. But as shopping habits changed and competition grew, Woolworths couldn't keep up. By the late 90s, its doors closed for good, taking the old 5-and-dime charm with iRadio Shack tinkerers. Paradise. If you needed a wire, a battery, or some weird little plug, Radio Shack had it. It was the place where hobbyists and future engineers found their spark. In the 80s and 90s, it felt futuristic. But as technology changed and everything went digital, Radio Shack's shelves started to feel outdated. After multiple bankruptcies, it quietly faded away, leaving only memories of blinking LEDs and soldering kits. KB Toys, Toyland in every mall. Every kid knew KB Toys, tiny aisles, shelves overflowing with action figures, dolls, and remote-controlled everything. It was chaos, but the best kind. The rise of big-box stores like Walmart and online retailers like Amazon made it hard for KB to compete. After years of shrinking space, it finally closed its toy chest in 2009. The limited teen fashion set. The 80s and 90s, the limited was the place to shop if you were a trend-conscious teen. It was stylish, it was sleek, and it set the tone for mall fashion. With offshoots like Limited 2 and Express, the brand expanded fast, maybe too fast. By the 2010s, sales slowed, trends moved on, and the store disappeared from malls almost overnight. Sears, the everything store before Amazon. Sears wasn't just a mall anchor, it was the mall anchor. Refrigerators, jeans, power tools, even mail-order homes. If you needed it, Sears had it. But years of poor management and growing online competition took a toll. By the time it tried to modernize, it was too late. What was once a retail empire is now mostly empty space. Sam Goody, the soundtrack of our youth. Sam Goody was where music lovers went to flip through CDs, CASSETTE tapes, and vinyl. The dim lights, wall posters, and headphone listening stations made it feel like a sacred space. But with the rise of iTunes and streaming, physical music sales vanished. Sam Goody couldn't keep the beat, and by the late 2000s, it was gone. Mervyn's, the affordable fashion spot. Mervyn's was the place for back-to-school clothes and big seasonal sales. It was never flashy, but always dependable. For middle-class families, it was a go-to. But as discount chains expanded and foot traffic moved online, Mervyn's couldn't keep pace. It shuttered in 2008, leaving a quiet hole in many suburban malls. B. Dalton bookseller, a quiet escape before ebooks and Amazon. B. Dalton was where readers gathered. You'd lose track of time flipping through paperbacks under soft lights. Owned by Barnes & Noble, it slowly got absorbed or shut down as superstores took over. Still, for many, it was the first place they fell in love with reading. Sharper Image. The store of the future. Sharper Image was like stepping into a sci-fi movie. Massage chairs, voice-controlled gadgets, mini water fountains. It all felt ahead of its time, but as those gadgets became common and cheaper, the brand lost its edge. After bankruptcy in 2008, it became mostly an online label, but the mall magic was never quite the same. Borders, a bookstore that felt like home. Borders wasn't just a bookstore, it was a whole vibe. Comfy chairs, coffee from Seattle's best, and long afternoons getting lost in stories. But as digital books rose and Amazon outpaced everyone, Borders couldn't recover. It closed its last store in 2011, leaving book lovers to search elsewhere for that warm, cozy feeling. Each of these stores was more than just a place to shop. They were memories, moments, and a part of growing up. Maybe you got your first cassette at Sam Goody, or a prom dress from the Limited. And while malls looked very different today, the echoes of these forgotten giants still linger in our hearts. If this trip down memory lane brought back some memories, don't forget to like, comment with your favorite forgotten store, and subscribe for more vintage vibes right here on American Rewind. We'll see you next time.